This video will walk through the process of setting up a spreadsheet import in the Gallus Events software for a league. So here we are in the Gallus admin dashboard here at manager.gallusgolf.com. If I want to access an existing league or even create a new one, I'm going to hit events to get to that module. Once I'm in, it's going to show me all of the tournaments that I have set up. If I want to access my existing leagues, I can click the Leagues tab at the top right, which will show me all of my leagues. If you want to create an event, we do have a separate video for that, so be sure to check out our YouTube page for creating a league. I'll also put that at the top of this video. So going into this existing league, I have a empty team and individual competition set up. So we've got a one best ball and a stroke play. It's quite a few rounds, 19 rounds. And if I want to set up all of my players, I can hit use spreadsheet template. Now you're going to notice this is a really quick way to get a lot of information into your league dashboard. It's definitely the most commonly used method to get all that info in because the other ones either rely on the players themselves through online registration or you've got to manually input everything, which is pretty time consuming if you're doing an entire league. So once I am in this spreadsheet import section, I can hit download template to download just an example spreadsheet to my computer. I actually already have one set up and it is in Google Sheets, but you can of course use Excel if you want. What's important is when you save the document that it's an XLSX document. So I have come in here and I have inputted a variety of info. Let me go through them one by one. The start hole on the left is actually not relevant for leagues, so I'm going to take that out here. The team name column will designate which team it is. So for instance, I've got team one here, and then I've got an empty space beneath it. That means that these two players, Jake Peavy and Manny Machado, are going to be on team one. Once I have team two inputted, that means that Joe Musgrove and Fernando Tatis Jr. are going to be on that team. So basically, it goes from the line that you have a new team designated down until there's another one inputted. The team flight will automatically put the players, well, actually the teams, into a flight that you designate for every round of the league. Now, this is a really easy way to get it set up for the entirety of your league. If you're manually inputting flights, you're doing it on a per round basis, meaning like if I set them up in round one, I've got to also set them up in round two. But if you're using the spreadsheet upload for this, we will add them automatically to all of your rounds. So really great way to do that. This basically means that, okay, team three is in the skins flight, team one is, team seven, and team nine, for example. Now, if you're using a net scoring format for the team scoring, you can use the team handicap column. This is meant to be their fully calculated course handicap. So you've already taken all the players' indexes into account, taken the slope rating of the tee box that they're playing, and this is the final whole number team handicap value. So you can input that there if you want, using the same logic as the team name column. Just put it in the same line as the team name. Individual flight will actually map the flight to the individual. So this is used either if you're doing a team and individual competition, or even if you're just doing an individual competition. You're going to notice the team stuff will not be in the spreadsheet template that you download because that's not relevant to your use case. So for instance, I've got individual skins flight set up for Jake Peavy, Jake Cronenworth, Trevor Hoffman, Yu Darvish, and Juan Soto. Everybody else does not get assigned to one because I don't have anything inputted in for them. The name is, of course, the player name, so that'll get them all set up there. And the GIN number field is important, especially if you're doing a net scoring competition for the individuals. Um, what this does is we have an integration with the USGA and GIN. And if you input their GIN number, it will automatically grab their handicap index, calculate their course handicap based off of the slope and rating, and if you're using handicap allowance or anything like that, we'll also take that into account. So it's a fully automated way of managing course handicaps on a weekly basis. So if you have those gen numbers, highly recommend that you input them in here because it's going to make your life a lot easier down the road. Gender is, of course, either M for male or F for female. Course handicap is if you are not using the GIN integration and you want to input their fully calculated course handicaps for the individuals here. You'll notice that -3, this is actually a +3 handicap. Um, so like if they're Tatis is apparently really good. So he's a +3. It's a little backwards there, so just so you are aware. The email column comes into play if you're using the targeted push notification integration. That is specifically for like if you want to send out messages to your league players. We're actually using the email that they have inputted in their user profile of their app to map that app to them. So, like for instance, Jake Peavy's email is this one. As long as he has a matching email inputted into his user profile in his app, he's going to receive the notifications that you get sent out for him. So, again, email, if you input it here, that's going to help you down the road for your league communication. And finally, we do have a column for phone number. This is just for record keeping purposes. It doesn't really serve anything else other than that. So if you're managing your league completely through our dashboard, we wanted to give you that field there in case you wanted to just have their information right there, have the source of truth be your league dashboard. So I have this whole spreadsheet set up. What I'm going to do is I am going to download it, as I mentioned before, an XLSX. That is important there. It's going to download to my computer, and now I'm going to go back to this import page so that I can drag it in. So I'm going to drag this file, or you can click choose file and it'll bring up the file picker, either way, and then hit import. Now, if you have a large league, it's going to take a couple seconds and then it's going to tell you that the import is in progress. So please allow us some time to finish by navigating away from this screen. That means like go away from the screen for a couple minutes, like maybe go back to your events listings page or maybe just the event itself and just give it some time. You may even notice that like the player numbers and the team numbers are kind of slowly rising as you refresh this page. Um, most leagues are going to take less than 5 minutes to do it, but just make sure that you give us some time and don't try uploading another spreadsheet or anything like that. It's just taking a little bit of time to get all of that information and put it into all of the rounds. So once you are all finished, you're going to notice all of your info's in here. And now you can go about the rest of your day doing whatever tasks that you need to without having to sit here and manually input a bunch of data within. One other thing I wanted to mention is this spreadsheet import is meant to be for the first round of your league. So you go in, you set it up, you get your league roster done, and then from there, you're using this dashboard to control if you're going to add in groups or if you're going to maybe tweak your flights on a week-to-week basis, change the scoring format. Uh, don't try to upload a new spreadsheet because that's actually going to clear out all of the data from the rest of your league. Just make sure that you are using the various steps to update information on a round-to-round basis. So that's a quick rundown on how the Gallus Events spreadsheet upload method works. We hope it really simplifies your workflow and gets you back to doing what you love, which is going out on the golf course and helping people enjoy the game of golf. So thanks so much for your time and hope you have a great rest of your day.